Welcome to Wrestle Cram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. I do mean humble. Dino Stranavis, aka Derek, and I am here on a Wednesday to, of course, give you the loyal, hungry fans, of course, AEW Rampage. First and foremost, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your day. Trust me. I keep saying this. I know time is very crazy. I know a lot of people do more than just work. I mean, you got sleep, you got to eat, you got to do a lot of things, whatnot. So, me being a part of it, I do thank y'all because I truly know that time is truly a precious thing. But truly, without you guys, it would not be me. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be a part of your day, your night, your weekend. Whenever you're watching this, I thank you so very, very much. Also, if you want to do anything for me, first you can watch it, which I already thanked you for. Also, if you want to do something else, you can go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. That thumbs up, I got a little bit more clarification on it. And it helps with the algorithm. If you do watch the show, I'm really weird. I watch my show from time to time as well. It pushes the algorithm and it makes it more relevant toward the wrestling part of the YouTube. So I do thank y'all for doing that, for hitting the thumbs up. Also, with the comments, also the comments do a big deal with the algorithm as well. I do thank y'all for that. Also, if you want to do something, go ahead and hit the subscription. I'm on the road to 100. I think I'm past 70 now. Thank y'all so much for getting the word out. Just very, very great of you to do this or whatnot. A lot of us are in the Arklatex. I want to push out to the West Coast and to the East Coast and throughout the entire world or whatnot. Like I said, I do have some people out there in South America. I do thank y'all so much for being a part of it as well. Also, I do seven shows. I do 7 shows each and every week or whatnot. These are just core shows, not the predictions, not the other stuff. This is just 7 core shows I do by myself every single week. So hit the notification bell. Soon as it uploads, you will get me or whatnot. Even though I'm not shaved or whatnot, I do apologize. But you do get me when you hit the notification bell because it will instantly tell you, hey, go ahead and do it. Do I like y'all so much? We're on the road to 100. I forgot to say that as well. We're on the road to 100 subs. Let's keep doing it. Okay. So let's do a little spring cleaning or whatnot. Let's do some cleaning up. Also, thank y'all so much for yesterday as well. I do now also do NXT. I don't think it's 2.01. That's why I put it on NXT. I'm happy to do that for you guys. Hopefully, when we can get more viewers, more people, we can also bring in Impact. We can also bring in Dark and Elevation. We can also bring in some New Japan or whatnot. I would love to watch New Japan. But, right now, we are going to just focus on AEW and WWE. If I do get some New Japan stuff, it will probably be on the Dirt Sheet Roundup. But right now, I'm just focusing on WWE and AEW. Also, tomorrow morning, you will be getting my 2 cents. Why I think that the mixed AEW is really leaning toward WWE, and it needs to stop. It needs to, and I'll tell you how. I'll tell Tony Khan personally, face to face, how to stop that or whatnot, how to prevent that from happening. I think that's gonna be a really great my 2 cent. And go y'all watch it or whatnot. A lot of people are liking the my 2 cent stuff. It is more current eventy now. So I do like doing those or whatnot. Also, Saturday, you will get the Dirt Sheet Roundup, where I just talk about I talk about the news, and I put my little spin on it. So we'll talk about it as well. Also, you got SmackDown and Rampage as well. So let's go ahead and talk about Dynamite. Okay, it was truly a mixed bag of nuts today. It was up, it was down, it was left, it was right. I liked it, the CM Punk stuff. I don't like what's going on next week. I'm not a big fan of it. Oh, and also, I was gonna go Astros, go Astros or whatnot. We're gonna swap out the cup for a little bit, because we got about 40 something odd games left before the playoffs. Go Astros. But I don't know. It was truly a mixed bag or whatnot. I'm sorry. I'm truly not enjoying that I love their women's division or whatnot. I'm truly not liking how they are doing the women's division. It's a great division. We just don't see it. And when we do see it, we don't see the premier matches that I want to see or whatnot. So we got that. We got CM Punk, and of course CM Punk came back. He looks good. We got the trios and the person as the mystery opponent, which we already knew who it was. But let's get into it or whatnot. First and foremost, we got CM Punk, the AEW champion, come in to open the show. And when I tell you that he had hot takes for days, when I tell you that we had on Monday Night Raw, we had a good back and forth between Kenny Omega, between Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. Man, this is for the belt, So we got an eruption of craziness. So CM Punk comes out. He offers Adam Hangman Page a title shot. I'm sorry, y'all. He offers Hangman Page a title shot for a rematch. Apparently he wasn't there, and I don't know if this was unscripted, but he literally shitted on Hangman Page. It was very creepy what I saw. I was like, okay, so I don't know if that was a work or shoot. After that, he talks about Jon Moxley, and he talks about that, he's not even the number one person in his own group, which is the Blackpool Fighting Club. And also he talks about the Shield when he was number 3 there as well, which he was. He was number 3 there as well as Dean Ambrose. He also talks about that he's going to win the belt again in Chicago with even better John than he was with him, which is John Cena. Got a 5-star match off that match. He also talks about Eddie Kingston. He said he's the second best Kingston that I've seen in the locker room. When I tell you, I don't know if this is a work or a shoot. It's just, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if this is a work or a shoot, but it just seems like something is not right. I don't know. It just seemed like it was very passionate. So out comes Jon Moxley. John says, you shouldn't even be champion or whatnot. He also, CM Punk says intro, which means temporarily. John comes out and says, oh, he dropped another pipe bomb. And he also says that he is the heart and soul. Jon Moxley says he is the heart and soul of the company. And I will agree with that. He is the heart and the soul of AEW. No questions asked. But Punk says, okay, you can be the heart and soul, but I'm the dollars and the cents. And I thought that was kind of not classy. I understand that, he is the needle mover. He is the money person, but I didn't like that he called himself the dollar and the cents or whatnot. I didn't like that. John's like, screw it, let's go ahead and fight. They look at each other, and then it just explodes. They go after each other. Official comes in. They break everything up. And that was about the first 20 minutes of the show. I will tell you, that was probably the best part of the show, was that situation where it was just them going back and forth about each other. But I didn't like the snarkiness from I respect everybody. I don't know if it was written that way, but it just seems like something. It's very intentional, and it seems like CM Punk does not have the command of the locker room, which I thought he did. I don't know. I don't know if this is work or shoot. But it just seems like something was different from this promo. And if this is a shoot or work, hopefully it's wild. It was very wild when I saw it, especially with the Hangman Page situation. Trust me, I'll talk about it all on my 2 cents. It's just, after that we get Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs gets a promo, and we finally know why he attacked Ricky Starks or whatnot. Ricky Starks, when he lost the belt to Hook, he was actually saying that, it's my time, we can't win them all that good stuff. And Powerhouse Hobbs was upset because we're not supposed to be losing, we're supposed to be winners. So he was upset behind the notion that, we haven't won the titles, the tag titles. You lost your belt, and now you're all boo-hoo. So hopefully we'll get a great match at All Out between those two. Also, he did say, I have unfinished, Powerhouse Hobbs, he does have unfinished business with the factory as well. After that, we get the Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson, the 2 out of 3 falls match. This was a decent match. I liked it, the ending, better than the match itself. Every time I see Daniel Bryan wrestle now, it's just very cringy. No disrespect to Daniel Bryan, it's very cringy to me, due to the fact that he has so many head trauma injuries. I do like Daniel Garcia. I'm a huge fan of Daniel Garcia. I do think of him as the Dragon Slayer, and he has a beautiful Dragon Sleeper. I love that move. Also, we had Dragon. We had Jimmy. Was it Jimmy? Oh my God, I forgot his name. Ricky the Dragon. Ricky the Dragon there or whatnot. Great person. One of my favorite WrestleMania matches is between Ricky and Macho Man. Man, they put on a phenomenal match. It's still one of the top 5 greatest matches in WrestleMania history. So, the first fall did go. Well, Chris Jericho. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. Chris Jericho comes out for commentary. And out comes Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson. Daniel Garcia does get the very first pin with that beautiful. It looks like an undercut of ice grip, but he calls it the Dragon Sleeper, passing out Danielson. Right after that, Bryan did not get up. He almost got counted out due to the fact that he did not get up. So he did pretty much stump a mud hole in him until when he got back up. And Garcia did do another crazy sleeper hold, but he had it on so hard that Daniel could flip it to pin him and get the second pin. After that, it was a lot of crazy holds on both of them. Also, we did get Garcia. Garcia did do those crazy kicks where he grabs him and or they grab him and kick him in the face numerous times or stomps him in the face. Brian does it on him as well. Also, he does the it kicks into the turnbuckle. But Brian Danielson was the winner with the LaBelle lock. He was so close to those ropes, but he could not get to it. But Brian Danielson did get the win. And at the end of the match, they were trying to give... Brian was showing love to, of course, Daniel Garcia. And he finally came to terms that he did lose. So he was going to give him a handshake. Out comes Chris Jericho attacking Brian Danielson. And Daniel Garcia grabs him and said, "No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that." Because remember, back on Rampage, he did tell him that he is one of his idols. He do respect him. And he said, "Do you want to be a sports entertainer or a wrestler or whatnot?" So after that, he spent Chris Jericho around. He's like, "No, we're not going to do that." So Chris Jericho leaves. The crowd says, "You are a wrestler now," or whatnot. So we'll see what happens with that. We get the Swerve in Our Glory promo where they say, Swerve says that, congratulations, you get a title shot even though you're not ranked. Private Party says, "We are technically ranked. We're number 5, which I didn't know that. I thought they were unranked. I've never seen Private Party wrestle in a while, so that's why I was like, are you sure? Keith Lee gives him a piece of gum because apparently his breath was stinky. So we will get that match. That will be the main event of Rampage. Can't wait to see that match. I am a huge fan of Swerve in Our Glory. After that, Tony Nese comes out with Smart Mark Sterling to get a match. That didn't happen because Jon Moxley beats the crap out of Tony Nese and gets on the mic to say, "We are not going to wait until All Out. We are going to do this match right now." So CM Punk runs back to the ring. They get broke up again. And we are getting now word that they will have their match on Dynamite next week. What? Your money match that you're going to have at All Out is now going to be on Dynamite. This sounds like the Goldberg and Hollywood Hogan all over again. You're putting it on free TV. But I digress. After that, we get Chris Jericho promo where he talks about Daniel Garcia. I'll let that slide because you had a phenomenal match. But I will let you know next week. I want to talk to you in person to see if you are still a part of our group. After that, Ricky comes out and tells Chris Jericho that, "I never liked you. You're a piece of crap." And the person that should train or be at Daniel Garcia's side should be Brian Danielson. After that, one of the guy that has the Andrew Dice Clay type thing going on, he goes to Ricky, says, "Get out of our face," or whatnot, and Ricky does some jiu-jitsu and knocks him out. After that, we get the Varsity Blondes versus the Gun Club. This was the quickest match and a jobbing match. The Varsity Blondes lose. Billy comes to them and says, "This is what I wanted. This is the viciousness that I wanted." I think the Gun Club should be ranked now. Them and the Acclaim should be ranked now. But the out comes Stokely Hathaway, and he's giving his love, and Billy looks like, "What are you doing?" And they look back and they get attacked by the Gun Club attacks Billy, which is their father. Out comes the Acclaim to help Billy, and now Billy, I'm guessing, is the manager of the Acclaim yet again. They scissor me, Daddy-O, so they got the love back from the Acclaim. I love the Acclaim. I cannot wait until they are tag team champions. Them and the Gun Club. I cannot wait till we bring that back full circle for those belts. After that, we get a We get Sanjay Dutt. We get Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal. They have challenged FTR and Wardlow to a match, a trios match at All Out. Can't wait to see that. After that, we get a Death Triangle promo. Death Triangle is facing the United Empire. They're fighting them in the tournament. Thank goodness Bastard Pac is back. So they say that now we're all back together. We are going to lay waste to the trios, to the other trios people. After that, we get Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy comes out of nowhere. He talks about that he had a shirt where the shirt said, I think Chris Jericho is a pussy or something like that. And they told him not to wear the shirt again. And he was like, I'm not going to wear the shirt again. But Chris Jericho is a pussy. He didn't say pussy anymore. Chris Jericho, I mean, Christian Cage, not got Chris Jericho to mind. Christian Cage. He called Christian Cage a pussy. So Christian Cage comes out and he says, because Jungle Boy did challenge him to All Out for a match. Christian comes out and says, no deal. He says, no deal. And as a matter of fact, he wants to, of course, bring the band back together. Luchasaurus, of course, is suspended for attacking one of the officials last week accidentally. But he said he wants to get the band back together. I apologize. I think of you as a son. No dice at all. Jungle Boy attacks, beat the living shit out of Christian Cage. They go to the outside. Christian gets a lot of attacks in as well, but Jungle Boy gets him, slams his head to the steel steps. I mean, it was crazy. Cannot wait to see this match. Cannot wait to see this match at All Out as well. I love Jungle Boy. I'm a huge Christian fan as well. After that, we get the Wardlow and FTR response. They do accept the challenge. They even brought up the Pinnacle or whatnot, which they were stable in. So we will see what happens with that. After that, we get the Kylie King versus Toni Storm. Toni Storm is now the number one contender due to Statlander being injured. That leg is still acting up on her, so she is out indefinitely. Hopefully, healing energy to Statlander. I like the new Statlander. Hopefully, we can get her back up and healthy. Even though she does, if she doesn't wrestle again, let's make sure she has a healthy rest of her life. We didn't get Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa was not here today or whatnot. I would have thought that we would have had their friends. They have a group now that's called Thunderstorm. But I would have thought that we had, Thunder Rosa here to, show the story of them being friends, but they are going to go against one another. I thought that was not cool. It was an okay match. It wasn't the best. Lots of botchiness due to the fact of Kylie being a little green. I'm guessing she's part of Elevation or Dark. And she's a very tall lady. But, she's like Raquel Rodriguez, but Raquel Rodriguez can actually wrestle. Now she has named that move that is very cringeworthy. The sweet cheek, sweet cheek something or whatnot. It's still a hip thrust that it troubles me every time I see it. She does that. She does a beautiful tornado DDT and a very beautiful DDT as well to win the match. After that, it was it. We didn't get Thunder Rosa. I thought that was a perfect opportunity to bring Thunder Rosa out, to try to get the tension going on. But we didn't get that. After that, we get the main event, which was Rouge, Dragon Lee, Andrade versus the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. Of course it was Kenny Omega. Of course it was going to be Kenny Omega, of course. It was a very decent match. It was more funny on the commentaries side because apparently Jr. cannot he cannot stand oh boy, I forgot his name. Him. Comments. What is his name? I forgot his name. It'll probably come to me. But I mean, they're going back and forth on the commentary. It was very funny. But Kenny rocking a all black, fully tight, um, just a workout sweater or whatnot. I don't know if he was still, not in ring shape, or I'm guessing. Now, here's my thing. I'm looking at the match. Kenny is not 100%. I truly know he is not at 100%. He did his best. At the beginning of the match, Dragon Lee, who is a face, I'm lost on why he is even in this crazy faction. Well, not a crazy faction, but a great faction that's full of heels. So he gives Kenny a handshake, and Rouge and Andrade are looking like, you can see them. They're looking like, what the fuck. So, stellar match, great match. The Young Bucks are so good at what they do. I wouldn't call that the match of the night. I really didn't like any match on the card this go around. Like to call it like a match of the night type thing. Also in the comments, what do you think was the match of the night? I would say the segment of the night was Jon Moxley and CM Punk. That was probably the highlights of the night. But the trios match was not my cup of tea. I'm not a fan of trios matches, but I do like the trios belts. They are very beautiful. I also like the notion that a trios will be great for bringing more people, putting more people on screen. So I can respect that. Also making factions as well. But like I said, great match. Kenny Omega did win with the one winged angel. Well, he actually put the V trigger on Dragon Lee first, and then he put the one winged angel on Dragon Lee too. A very ugly one winged angel, I will say. It was very nasty looking. To win the match. At the end of the match, Kenny Omega is showing a lot of love to Dragon Lee. So Dragon Lee gets back in. Andrade and Rouge gets back in the ring. He starts taking the mask off of Dragon Lee, and Rouge gives him some love, but does that hammer lock DDT, takes the mask off, and they start attacking Dragon Lee. It goes to black, but before it goes to black, Kenny and them was trying to get back in the ring to help Dragon Lee. Now, it fades to black after that. We didn't get anything else. All I can say is that it wasn't the best show. It wasn't a bad show, not by a long shot, but it just was very cringy when when you see different things on the show, especially the CM Punk where he was talking about random people. So I don't know who wrote the show, who produced the show. I guarantee Tony Khan was there in gorilla position, but it just was very weird to see, what was going on. Do better or whatnot. WWE is on the top of is really, really good right now, and AEW is not good, and they're getting all of their people back. They're getting healthy people back, or they're getting back from injury. So we should be getting better stuff or whatnot. Apparently not. So hopefully we will. I can't wait to see. I will be doing, of course, the review of AEW. I will be doing the AEW stuff or whatnot, Joe. So don't worry about that. I will be doing that. My predictions will be as well at the end of the month. I will do that because it's on September 3rd. So y'all pay attention. I will be doing that as well. think that's it. Watch for tomorrow. I will be doing a very probably highly watched my 2 cent where I talk about, of course, you can compare both AEW to WCW and how to get away from that or whatnot. You've been there for 3 years. Let's keep it going and whatnot. The golden age can be here if we can all work together. Once again, y'all, mental health is a thing. Mental health is a thing, you guys. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. So make sure you worry about number one first, okay? Also, practice social distancing. Make sure it's still out there. It's still out there. If you can, wear a mask. Also, if you're healthy enough, please go get vaccinated. You are helping not only yourself, but everybody else around you. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all in the morning for my 2 cent. But until next time, you guys, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.